Oh. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, no, it definitely records by the week, because this did not happen before. Is that 3 ones in a row? I think it is. Oh, God. Down to the plum pit, I guess. I don't know what it's actually called. Seed. Whatever. No actual place to put, though. That was very forward thinking on my part. Oh! Yeah, I have been, ironically enough, kind of inspired. Not inspired. Kind of, what was the word I used before? I came to the realization that, man, I need to get on D&D thing, because, like, you know, typically it's a thing of I can commit to stuff, but it's just like that first step in committing is the biggest one. But if I'm like, hey, y'all want to do like a D&D stream, well, maybe not D&D stream, but you know, you want to play D&D like every other week.
Not so good.
I could get down with that. I mean, granted, like, granted, it would be a thing of like, can everybody commit? Can nobody commit? I would not be surprised if nobody could commit, honestly. Ironically, my friends are. Actually, I don't know about all of them. I don't know where everybody is. I don't know where everyone is every step of the day. I know No. It's a complicated series of affairs, but it's fun though. I have a few. Okay, that was a very flashy move. I have a few stories that I've been writing centered around a particular character that I want to use for campaign, but just because I feel like writing for them. I don't know. I mean, I could go into it, but it's a little bit more complicated than that, I guess. But it's not that big of a thing. I just have like, I don't know what, like a 10 chapter sort of novel, short novel. I'm not a writer. I don't know if you can call it a novel, but you know, it's a thing. It's a thing. It's a series of short stories. Series of short stories. Yeah, there we go. Got one on a character in the setting. Not really like to necessarily not to necessarily, you know, single out the not to, well, a little bit for lore building, or more exploration of the setting, I guess, is probably what I would put it as, but it's set in one particular time and more focused around the character, or at least that's the idea. I don't know, I'd have to reread, go through it, but you know, first draft, not even not even done. There's parts of the stories that are not even started. So yeah, but I started writing for another thing. Some more characters. So it's like so the world's like a post-apocalyptic Renaissance fantasy, right? And I also should have given it to Elizabeth because I want her in last, not Gabrielle. So but yeah, so got a story about twins with dragon blood running through their veins. Although I don't know. I haven't gotten into it yet exactly, but they're not twins technically. They're two random people who have, who look the same because of either the dragon blood or shit. Ah, fuck. That's fun. Either because of the dragon blood or fate or something, I don't know. It's a thing of like, they have their mystical magical powers, but it's also in a world where dragons, they do exist, but they haven't been, they're very rare. They haven't been seen in, actually, at the time that that story is set, they're still roaming around, I think. But in the future, they haven't been. It's a thing of like they haven't been seen in generations, in scores of generations. So in dodecahedrons of generations, to be frank. But yeah, it's an interesting thing. I don't know. Maybe one day it'll be up somewhere, but until then, oh god, I'm just thinking. I think I did open. I did do a little bit of practice drawing yesterday, I think, but it was just a little bit. I wasn't even practicing, it was just tracing over a drawing I'd done. I guess the line art of for it would be the more accurate term. Oh, and now she's gonna put the goddamn blackmail on me when she gets the chance. Although granted, okay, no, she's gonna give it to Hammond, then I'm gonna wake up, and then Hammond's gonna give it to me. Is what's gonna happen. Because that's how this works. Oh, and because I can't fit it into a conversation. I don't know. Yeah, sure. A title here, Dark Fantasy is Best Fantasy. Maybe I'll explain that in the next thing. Dark Fantasy is Best Fantasy!